My name is Xavier and welcome to Xwynns attempting a jailbreak of 6 rebels slash... Ooh, I see a hacky hacker. 6 rebels slash... rookies. So let's do slow-mo 1.6 because I'm bored. And then, let's be very careful, we'll move up, but we'll avoid any... Oh, hello, turret. Hello, 1, 2, 3 guys. Now there's 15 enemies on this map. There was a drone up here, a hunter drone no less. We know there's a guy in there because of hacks. I want to get away from that drone, and I do want to get over here. It means, I think this is all off bounds. So that the map ends here, but there's a drone here, so forget that. Let's try to go over here to the car. Actually, no, there could be stuff here, right? Let's, over here is very risky, though. Why don't we come back to, like, the open-ish? Like here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Aha!
Enemy squad located.
So I found 3 more guys, this time with a sergeant. Kind of glad I didn't go there, although I guess it wouldn't have made a big difference in the end. Still though, if there was a drone there and it had come over this way, I guess I would have had to use Ghostwalker, but now I don't, so let's go right on up. We've found now at least 6 of the enemies on the map. We know that was 1 over here, so that's probably 9, because he's in a pod. Also, we now know we want to avoid the right side of this cell. We'll try to get into the left side of it. So with this in mind, how the heck can I get up there? You know what? Actually, I think now's a good time for grapple. Normally I don't like to use it, but there's a pod behind me, a pod over here, and there's no direct way up over into this building. So why don't I just grapple up, and then hopefully the cooldown will be up the next time I need it. So boom, we'll go as far as possible. Aha! We now see sectoid muton. That means we've now seen 9 enemies on the map. Out of up to 15, and we know there's another pod in there. That could be a pod of 4, and that could be it. So let's just keep going around the end here. I'm gonna come all the way up to this corner because I feel pretty confident we know where every pod on the map is. There may be some solo drones. Alright, now then, am I safe to come down here? Yes. Am I safe to come around the corner? It looks like. Let's come out to there first, just in case there's civilians in there. Wasting nothing. We'll be very... Actually, we don't need to be that careful. Let's come all the way up, because we know where almost everything on the map is. Ooh. Okay, so that's 10, 11, 12. No, that's 10, 11, 12, 13. Unless that muton was in a pod with... Or were the sectoids in a different pod? This could be everything on the map, potentially, if there was another muton and sectoid somewhere else. Anyway... let's bring Xwynns up to the door here. I want to go to the one on the right because these are shadows. Just in case. Let's open this door. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to see anything inside. Now, what do I need to get? I need to get over there. How can I get there with all these rebels is the question. Looks like the only... Oh, right here. There's a door right there. Alright, so what I'm going to do... I think these guys are right around the corner. I don't think they can get up here. And... get in the door. So I want to stay in this corner with Xwynns with the door open so I can see through it and see where these guys go potentially. And that's exactly where I thought they would go. Right into my face. Looks like they're going around the building, however. Now, somehow these guys are complete doofuses and they're not going to see me shut the door. I literally love that. Okay then. So to be on the safe side now, I will probably want to wait for them to leave. If they're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, but they could come through this door. Geez, I don't know what to do here. If I open the door now, Xwynns could probably actually make it all the way out. Yeah, because from where he is, I could actually open this door, but then they'd be on alert and he might get shot. But 2 tiles back, he could actually dash out next turn. I just have to weather a couple reaction shots. All the rebels, however, could almost certainly not make it out next turn. I could dash them like up on the roof this turn, because I know that there's a pod over here and the other pod was on the ground out there someplace. At least I think it was, the sectoid pod. So if I came up on the roof here, I might with the rebels, or rather if I open the door right now and move all the rebels up here safely, they can all make it out next turn. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I think what I'm gonna do I need to make sure that I can make it out from this tile. So let me try to count. So I'm like 2 back and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I want to go up 8 and back 2, could I still make it to this thing? So it would be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I can! So with that in mind, I'm going to run down to this door with Xgatora. We're actually going to ouvrir la porta right now. Yep. This is a sneaky, hacky mission, but I think this is going to be a complete success. 26%, wow. You know what, though? What region are we in? We're in a region I don't particularly care about rebels so much as I do care about an extensive cache of intel. 18%. Xgatora hack! Nope. He doesn't have that bad of a hacking skill, really. I should give him one of those skulljacks, and he'd actually have a pretty good chance. Alright, everything on the map is now alerted. They know we're here. What we want to do then is get up to this, or just generally hide up here. This is a high cover thing. What's going on? Like, what? My lines aren't drawing. Anyway, this is a high cover thing, so we can hide right in here with almost everybody. So why don't we do that? I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get out with everybody next turn from this corner, and if we're in there, they won't be able to take shots against us. Very good. Very good. Not sure what to do with these last two. This is kind of a really... I think I'm just going to go right up to the door. It seems to make the most sense. And they'll have to get lucky. Fa-boom! Now I think my pleas for rebels to have more than... or have at least 2 HP have been heard, because look, this rebel now has a minimum of 2, none of them have 1. I can't believe they didn't even open the door. Guys, we out then, so we literally win. With everybody. I mean, granted, we might activate here and they might go into Overwatch, right? Hello? Are they gonna go into Overwatch? Because if so, we might have a little bit of trouble on our hands. Nope. They don't, because they activated on our turn. What am I thinking? I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about it. These guys have been one-upped in one heck of an incredibly amazing mission by Xgatora. Like, look at this mission. We snuck right in, we used the grapple the appropriate way. I found all the pods, and guess what, guys? Guess what? It's been a while. It has been a while, but... flawless victory. God, that was hard. Anywho's, that was fantastic, Xgatora. 4 rebels, that puts this... You know, I'm playing this immediately after the last mission. Immediately, like just a small break between missions for me. It'll be like 3 hours for you guys, because they have to process and stuff, but wow. This really recovered. I was so sad after the last mission, and this really kind of puts us back on the table in terms of this region being maybe useful. I mean, it's not going to be great, but maybe we'll have enough rebels now that we can actually detect a few hacking missions or maybe some dark event missions or something. So we'll see. Anywho's, for now, it's a done.
Put a hurt on the aliens this time, Commander. They won't forget it.
Yep, they're gonna wish they forget that, because that was really quite bad on their part. Let's go Shadow Strike. I like that build where you get 2 awesome murders as a Shadow Strike Shinobi. Very good, Xgatora. You're up to the levels of Scruffy now, and would you look at that? We've got 4 rebels and 2 rookies. Los Fantasticos. Sergio Guzman. I can't pronounce. Oh god, I was so bad at the South African names. Ana Lucia Rivera? Rodrigo Valdez? Valdez? What does this little accent mean? I'm not sure. Carlos Soto. And the Lucia I think I already did that one. Anyway, we sit down. Okay then, let's go check out that haven that Xgatora just broke a bajillion dudes out of, and let's put everyone on intel. We just had a data tap, so I probably don't have to worry about it so much. I'm not sure what my goal here is with everyone on intel. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's do a little bit of the old recruiting. I'll just put 4 on intel. 4 on intel, 3 on recruit, and we'll fill them back up pretty soon. Now then, I'm feeling in good spirits, so perhaps it's time to screw around. Oh, Advent Strength went up to 5. From 4. We're already getting a much harder HQ because I'm not infiltrating it right now. People are recovering from wounds left and right. Guerrilla op. Use sir or an extract for an engineer. 0 days, 0 hours. Really? Is that... That was... yeah, okay. That's great. Thanks, guys. $541. Very good.
In a difficult situation, Commander. Our continued failings.
All right, let's hit the black market really quick and see how much an engineer would cost.
Nothing short of a vast improvement will do.
Well, before we do, Illyrium Crystal Sectoid Corpse and a Muton Corpse. I actually have 7 sectoids and 5 mutons. Mutons, however, give you plasma grades. I'm not sure if I want to sell them, but I would not mind selling the sectoids. Oh, that's for sure. What can we buy? Engineer 219. I actually delayed this hoping it would be cheaper, but turns out it's more expensive. Well, coil's a big deal, so let's buy it anyway. Confirm, very nice. Unfortunately, I just haven't got many engineers this mission, this campaign, whatever. We'll assign them to digging for the time being. Let's go pick up those supplies.
Avenger plotting new course.
And then as soon as basic engineering's done, we'll build coil weapons and we'll infiltrate the HQ. Okay, it's a mission, and the mission is find a lead, 11 hours. Okay, wonderful. Good quality missions, supply drop, accept. Ignore this nonsense. Now then, we just need to finish up engineering research.
Course for West Africa.
And that should give us the engineer requirement we need. Oh, another one of these missions? What is it this time? Smash and grab! It's the new mission type. It's only 3 days, 18 hours, though. Smash and grab. Seize Advent resource cache. Light enemy activity. That's like up to 15 enemies. 3 days, 18 hours. Let's go see what we can do. And here's the squad. It's gonna be Izgatora and Johnny Maple, because that's all I can literally put on this mission to get it under the expiration time, and why not? I want to see what I can do with a full stealth squad. I mean, it's only 2 people, but I'm really curious if before this mission goes live, if I can break it with a full shinobi squad. So let's see what we can do with 2 shinobis. I've never played this mission before. This will be my first attempt. And yeah, let's go.
Ranger deployed.
Okay, basic engineering. Oh, for God's sakes. Ambush troop column 1 day, 12 hours. Well, yep, that's not happening. Finally, we got basic engineering. Ooh, Eastern US. This is very good. East Africa just went up to 6 from 5 strength. I wanted to, oh, there we go. There's the basic engineering research. Let's assign a new research. Now that nonsense is done, advanced coil guns. If I do this, I'll have no alloys, but I can go buy some, how much intel do I have? 20? I think I've already started researching radio. You know what? Let's finish up the radio. I've already paid the intel for it. Anyway, like I was saying before, Western US has Haven size 6. I know there's a facility in New Mexico, and I now know there's a facility in the Eastern US. So this is actually definitely where I'm going to go. I'm going to build a relay down here eventually in New Australia. And we can go up to the Western US, build a relay there, and then contact both regions, and we can potentially stop the Avatar thing in some whiles. But for now, let's go see if I was accurate about the coil guns. Yep, I was right. So basic engineering gave me 1, bind then engineer gave me another 1, and I went from 3 to 5, and I can now build a coil rifle, of which I have 1 for free, and also subcoilers, which are oddly more expensive than a coil rifle. That's weird. I wonder if that was specifically to stop me from buying so many of them. Huh. Alright. Well, let's get up the HQ at long last. I waited a whole week for this. We gained 1 point of strength. I don't know if it was worth it or not, but everyone was wounded anyway, so. And here's the squad. It's gonna be the boys again. This time with an actual Killjoy added to the squad as squad leader. I'm here, of course, because I'm just checking out Grant's gun as usual. Also, I've subbed in Disco Caddy for Constantine because Disco Caddy was with the boys on the first HQ, and it seems fitting that she would be here for the second HQ, also with the boys. I got armor all set, but there's a few very important things. And number 1, we're going to do subcoiler 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, while I'm here, I think I might build a mag long rifle. It's gonna be not too long until I can get the coil long rifle. But for this very mission, I'm just gonna give one to Disco Caddy, and then, I don't know, why not? Anyway, I'm gonna equip all these guns, and then I'm gonna launch the mission in just a second. Behold, the coil guns. You got a coil rifle on Henry, a subcoiler on Scruffy, subcoiler on Book of Eons, a mag rifle on Disco Caddy, subcoiler on Killjoy, and also I upgraded Grind's gun, and I like it very, very much. Let's go check that gun out, shall we? Look at Grind's gun. God, it's amazing. Upgraded version. I like it very much. Anywho's, this is gonna be the squad, and so off we go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
And I guess now we just scan in the region looking for troop columns to keep things easy. Looks like we found a recover item from Advent something, 2 days, 17 hours. Light moderate? That's not happening, but it counters a dark event. Maybe it is happening. Let's go check it out. I wonder if I can send TD in on like an epic mission because he's a hero. Nope, I can't. That's not happening. Every mission is bad. Apparently I didn't have anybody in here. I need to go find someone. Ooh, Wade Anthony can get resilience. That'll be good for keeping him alive. He does do a good job of not dying, as I recall.
Setting course for the West African sector.
Okay, and now we just scan and keep an eye out for troop columns. Also, Macronova leveled up, very nice. Also, Varnact leveled up, very nice. I guess we'll toss Glenn in because he might be a useful addition to the team eventually if we can ever get out of this region. Vigilance. Harder for XCOM to catch them unaware. Whatever, who cares? Looks like Smash and Grab is nearly done here. We got 10 hours. Boom, it's a done. Alright, the next mission is the brand new Smash and Grab. I'm gonna try it with 2 Shinobis and see what I can pull off. Maybe I can just get in and get some loot and get out. If nothing else, I can take a look around and see what's up. When's we returning? For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.